taking on the Cleveland Browns.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will elect to not bring this
Harrison
one out.
has some nice throws.
Will begin at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
To be considered for the MVP award in the NFL, it's got to be a season of not just consistency, but spectacular consistency, and he's had it all the way through.
I think you're right. He's been as consistent, more consistent probably than anybody else as the numbers bear out. And the social media chatter for the MVP races certainly start to ramp up. I know you and I have felt that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Right now, he's in the pole position as we head down the stretch.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The pass.
Applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down.
First
well
series.
done.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And they'll be led out by a second-round pick back in April out of Oklahoma by way of Alabama. It's Jalen Hurts.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but
Stay in
obviously...
your zone.
That's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting.
Oh, my goodness.
For a minimal gain.
Hurts pass. Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen
way to
pass.
sniff it out.
Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He can run for it, and he will. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Looking for Shepard, and this is caught.
Still a Shepard.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they get him down not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
56, 56, check 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now they try the right side here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
17-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Philip Dorsett. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. And those gloves, they'll help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
Second drive coming up
let's
here
have a
for
better
Cleveland
showing,
as they
man.
return to the field on offense.
Mainly
For them,
me.
a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping
Missed
to
a
do that again.
lot of big plays that turned out.
When you start
There we go.
Okay, what are we going to do?
Don't miss
you
it.
don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 8 carries, 53 yards.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
Complete to Dallas.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
He may try and run for this.
I did what I could.
Just shy of
I had
midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Chase my dude to the flag.
Hurts
So.
dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
It's a gain of
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Now Joe Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. On the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Listen, we gotta
quarterback in this year's crop of rookies. He's got a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Why is it back? It's supposed to be at the flat.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because number
get a
one,
hard
you throw the
flat
short
on
game
it.
until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing
flat,
it, and occasionally
hard
you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
There we go.
He can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 12 yards.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about
keep everything in front of us.
maybe a back,
Holding down to 3. It's not a turnover.
Right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still
that boy hit.
It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
7.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Oh.
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Oh, I thought it was holding on.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts.
Nice.
And he's going to go down.
Way to get in there, Van Noy.
The 42. Kyle Van Noy. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Hurts. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers,
everything in front of us,
we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the 2nd quarter, you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is, how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top on the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with their stat line,
they're not really a leader.
Not at all. You just have a guy playing the position.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
I get past that.
7 yards there for the 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And a
my goodness.
As that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
You better believe it.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No,
yeah, well, you don't have a right to grab me.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ricky Seals-Jones. 8 yards.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play.
If you don't
act
like a receiver.
3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there is no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Here's play number 7 on the drive.
Right,
this is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
We're going to try and make sure we don't want them to score. We want to score again. We got the ball first.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
1st and goal.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So, we're going to try this play right. See where this gets us.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Got it.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
That's what I'm talking about. Took the whole clock down.
So
and scored a touchdown.
This likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. His feet, what he's been able to do individually running the ball, it's kind of kept him in this game.
No doubt about it, because if
The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
37 yards.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
He was taken down by...
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Second and 9 now. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Thomas Davis gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On first down, Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it to Shepard, complete over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Mixon with a first down carry. Broken tackle. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
New York ready to go again offensively. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
At the 29-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And 1.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line and linebacker. 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Gano for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
6-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier. The tackle by Dean Lowry. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Freeman.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Now he'll pull it down. And a juke this time. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Hurts. This is caught. And he's brought down. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
1st and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive, and it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the fourth. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
You talk about a seesaw game. Up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best.
And the pressure gets to him again. Dean Lowry able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 4. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
25-yard line.
So now the Browns down by 11, a little under 2.5 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Stepping up, he'll try and run. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 49. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
It is good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Grant on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. From the gun, it's Hurts. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw.
You always worry about those.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kyle Van Noy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.